between Khawarizmi International College and Identity Branding Forum. Today's signing sets a significant milestone for closer collaboration between our organizations. I'm pleased to witness the commitment of IBF and KIC in pursuing shared and collaborative values, considering their agendas. Now, I will leave the floor to the president of Khawarizmi International College and the CEO of Khawarizmi Holding Company, Professor Nabil Kadhi.
Thank you very much, Mr. Amir. Dr. Baidas, most welcome, and I'm pleased to see you again and to have this opportunity to deal with you in a professional environment again. Dear guests, dear KAC members, and all invited people, it is my pleasure today on my capacity of President of Khawarizmi International College and CEO of Khawarizmi Holding Company to welcome you all. Khawarizmi International College and Khawarizmi Holding Company usually qualify themselves as being an educational provider with a focus on effectiveness, efficiency, applied education. And we cannot, of course, achieve that without being open to our environment and without being open to the professional bodies and also to the certification bodies around us. And pursuing this goal of being sure that we are equipping our students with the best skills, with the best opportunities, and with the best exposure. We have been last year diversifying our MOU signatures, and I can assure you that those MOUs are in fact materialized on the ground with a lot of opportunities to our students, to our faculty members, and to our partners in different scopes. Our deal or our partnering with IFBA started a long time before this signing ceremony, which come as a culmination of previous opportunities and previous joint work. One of the most outstanding, I would say, initiatives engaged and launched by IBF is the Talent of Endearment program, which I can see it come as a very innovative opportunity to complete and to support the educational work done at various universities and college. And I think in the very early stage of the Talent of Endearment program and in the piloting step, we have been pleased to see KAC students engaging in such experience, and outstanding achievement was witnessed by all of them. So today we are here to sign this memorandum of understanding, which will include a lot of opportunities to both sides, mainly to our students to engage in an enriching industry experience. But who is KIC or KHC and why we are doing that? As I said, out of more than 30 years of existence, the group usually identify himself as providing of quality education, of equipping the youth and the decision maker of tomorrow with a lot of opportunities, whether as normal educational program or as a professional certifications and training through KTS, Khawarizmi Training Solutions, to be ready for tomorrow. And being ready for tomorrow is equipping yourself with a lot of capabilities to have an open mind, to have an agile thinking approach, and to be able to adapt and to acquire any additional needed skills. Considering ourselves also as an outstanding provider of education in health science, in business administration, in IT, in graphical animation, and in mass communication, covering 4 pillars of the activities in the market and in the society, KIC is today very happy, pleased, and honored to materialize this partnership. And we are looking forward for much opportunities that should come from it to our students, to our faculty members, to all our stakeholders. I would like here to call everyone to engage fully on the opportunity that will be successfully presented after this ceremony of signatures of the MOUs, and to engage and to keep being creative and innovative in leading the way for tomorrow's graduates and for tomorrow's decision makers. It is my pleasure to be with you today. I would like to extend a deep thanks to the marketing team, Mr. Oman, Mr. Amir, for all the efforts in finalizing these events today. The thanks also extended to Dr. Baidas and IBF team for their efforts. And I'm really pleased, after knowing Dr. Baidas for a couple of years today, that our ways cross again to offer opportunities to the youth of today, the decision maker, and the leaders of tomorrow. Thank you very much, and let's hope together a year from today, we're gonna meet again, and we're gonna be together seeing what have been implemented and what have been materialized and achieved through this partnership. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr.
Thank you, Professor Nabil. And moving on, I would like to welcome the Identity Branding Forum Group Chairman and CEO, Dr. Abed Baidas.
Thank you, Amir. Thank you, Dr. Nabil. 2 years that we have known each other, we collaborated, we thought together, we debated issues, we argued together, and it's always been a fruitful one. I always like to think we mature through arguments, not disagreements. And the Identity Branding Forum has always lived for years to cross ways of debates, discussions, inspire thinking to create new mindsets in that sense. And always we bragged of ourselves that we always drive change and into creating things that are out of the ordinary. We have been challenged when we started Identity Branding Forum in 2007 to really be able to accomplish something new when we started talking about identity branding and the culture associated with it, the ecosystem that associated with the whole work of it, and we made it well. Identity Branding Forum became a symbol of a new cultures. We brag being that, and our main focus for years has been is human development, people, to be the center of change, because people, they have a life cycle, they evolve from one station to the other. So keeping that in mind, we transform to become a world of great ideas, okay, through people, focusing on people, engaging people, connecting to people, inspiring people, with the main center interest for everybody to really drive, grow is a humanity. And so humanity becomes everything, the trademark of everything that we do ever since back in 2007 when we started. And actually the research to get to where we are today started back in 1996. A little older than some of our students here with us today. But our aim, basically, why we're doing this is to create a sustainable world of change, things that makes relevant. We started with the branding services and branding workshops that we did it back in 2007. And today we're still the only institutions in the world that provide branding compliance certification programs, training, that we're licensed to a number of universities around the world. But from that, we wanted to think beyond just what we were doing to be connected and unique. What can we offer our partner companies, businesses, to be different? So we thought of creating a new benchmark for them to become a sustainable, with everybody talking about sustainable, but sustainability to us is connected to people, to humanity. So our protocol that we created to strengthen up the brands of companies that we service is by connecting businesses to people's lifelong journey. That becomes a change. Every business that needs to grow, to evolve with people as their needs grows. So we came up as a result of that, we came up with a new products and services called Mithaq 360. From its name, we actually connect businesses and engage them with people's lifelong growth to become sustainable through changes, through disruptive change. And that's what makes brands unique in today's philosophies of Identity Branding Forum. From that, we created the ecosystem for those companies that are evolving out of Mithaq, and we created an IPEN club for all generations. from students in the ages of 11 to 18 years old, how to become an entrepreneurs. College students, how to become entrepreneurs. This is the membership-based programs. Business leaders, businesses, and the likes. But we want to go beyond that. What we did, basically, like Dr. Nabil said, we wanted to go down to the roots, to the future workforce, to the future leaders. So we came up with the Talents of Endearment Career Labs that was started a year ago, testing and working in the markets and building, and several students from around the world participated in these programs, including students proudly from KIC, in a 3 to 3 days journey that we created, actually connecting students with business from around the world to think together, collaborate together, to build amazing things together. But what we did through that system is really we wanted to make it really affordable. So everyone, every single person in the world who has the means or does not is able actually to afford getting into this program. This program is made to really become a game changer of things worldwide. So it's a lifetime subscription, years of support, ongoing. So we always say you will never be alone throughout your career through this program. Most of you is familiar with this. We created an initiative called the 20X, 20 Years of Infinite Opportunities, that allows students participating in the Talents of Endearment programs to shine through competition. Out of that, now we are coming out with a new initiatives that's going to be launched in a week time after my good team, my good partners working with us. Is called the 20X for Expo. This is actually Talents of Endearment supporting countries and businesses participating in Expo 2020 this coming October in UAE. How to help them become relevant to the local market and the international market. How to create opportunities that are relevant to the aspirations of the local market people and the regional market. And we're very excited about this. And our teams of interns that actually are doing a phenomenal job to come up with the collaterals, the materials to come out. And we hope KIC will be one of our partners in this program, as well as many others. We created another campaign, a program called Legendary Happiness Journal, because what we wanted to do is just not to be centric with our ideas, but we wanted to do is encourage scholars, businesses, leaderships to participate with their ideas of the standards of happiness. Everybody talks about happiness, but really, from different perspectives around the world, we haven't really achieved it yet. Or maybe not, or maybe we did, but we don't know that it's there. So what we wanted to do, we created this journal that is going to be a publication developed by students and scholars, businesses. Mainly, the main writers and authors are students, interns from colleges that are working on this to help us get information from business leaders, interviews, for us to discover what happiness means to a lot of people. We created also Ibn Khaldun Assembly, which is out for Talents of Endearment, that is to attract scholars, business researchers from around the world to learn this new culture, share their ideas, how to improve upon it, and propagate it worldwide. So it becomes a standard culture to worldwide population, especially educational institutions. What we did also started with a new fellowship by one of the living legends in the world called Mike Salisbury. And Mike Salisbury is the brain that is behind the success of Michael Jackson, movies like Jurassic Park, Aliens, brands like Chevrolet and the likes, magazines. He is going to be the legend that is actually working with his ideas, with his methodologies to sustain his legacy to the world after this through this fellowship. And we have been lucky to have this ownership of this program with Michael, to make it available to colleges, to make it available to businesses worldwide. And this is the value that Identity Branding Forum brings to our partners, because we created unique programs that will help them actually get things that are almost impossible to acquire. We invested to make it happen. And with everything being online, we created our own methodologies for e-learning. And the new change of the new norm, how this is going to be functioned and how the system really works, not technologically, but basically how to really get people connected and engaged, keep that enthusiasm, keep that motivation. So it keeps bringing them back in where the learning curve is actually accelerated rather than is left behind. And what we have done also through our programs, we created universal partnerships, and we are proud of this partnership with KIC, with major universities worldwide. That will give us access to over 900,000 students populations in nine countries worldwide, including the UAE, of course, USA, United Kingdom, Russia, Ukraine, Croatia, Saudi Arabia, Singapore, and of course, India. And with that, in order for us to move into those directions smoothly, we created something new called the smart internships, virtual internships. And we are very proud to say that we are the largest employer of interns to HCT in Abu Dhabi. And we attracted students that has been working with us for over 6 weeks, almost 6 weeks, on a number of those projects. But why did we select students, smart internships, in a large number? Because what we wanted to do is bring students focusing on several projects that we have created to see how they foresee them, how they see them, how they would understand them, and how they would actually bring out those products to the understanding of the local markets. But this was in context of the future workforce. This was critically important for our programs to be so advanced and ahead of its time, not to be designed, delivered by experts, but actually designed and delivered by students of the future workforce, of the future leaderships. And they will help to monitor and work with those colleges worldwide. And a number of them will be encouraged to stay with us in the different roles that they have. We've attracted students in marketing, IT, finance, media, law, that are working with us into this to make this successful. And without them, really, we couldn't make it seamlessly smooth sailing as we have been really making it this far. And Dr. Nabil, you are seeing a lot of the wonderful results of it. Our relationships with Khawarizmi College and Identity Branding Forum is critical in a number of ways. First, Khawarizmi College, it is not one of the largest, but it's one of the unique organizations. They focus on unique talents and unique skills that are actually in depth, focusing on things that the world is talking about. Okay, but they have a unique way of focusing on the quality of it and the delivery of it. They also have another great value with the leadership of Dr. Nabil, the relationships of the additional partnerships that this Khawarizmi International College has, which is creates a great opportunity and a great value for Identity Branding Forum and for Khawarizmi International College with the programs that we have. Also, the third value of this relationships, it gives us access to the Abu Dhabi market and the affluent Abu Dhabi market. Now we have two strong partners in Abu Dhabi. One of them is that started with HCT and with Khawarizmi College. Now we have also a foothold in Abu Dhabi. That will allow us the scalability to grow into those markets and the opportunities that we can start building on the initiatives that we have, fundamentally because we share the same hunger they have. Okay, so both we actually come with a great ingredients for a successful marriage, for a successful partnerships, for a successful relationship. With this, I thank you, Dr. Nabil. Yes, our pathway crossed over again, and it's been crossing again and again and again through great opportunities. And this is probably not the end of it. This is going to be probably one of hundreds of other stops that we're going to be making together, inshallah. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you, Dr. Abed. Now, I welcome both Professor Nabil Kadhi and Dr. Abed Baidas to continue with the signing of the agreement.
But I have it my here. This is our way of branding.
So this is the first part.
All right.
We should see the complete part with Dr. Baidas.
The complete part is start with this, our brand, and this is a complete part. Sorry.
Wonderful.
This is a great blessing for both of us. Thank you so much. And let's start tangoing together. We have got passionate students have been sitting idly waiting for what we're going to tell them to march to next. So we're going to bring them to your college, if that's okay, Dr. Nabil.
They're most welcome, Dr. Baidas, if you want your trainees to have a visit, and I would say to discover Al-Bahia campus and to discover the high fidelity simulator in our health science and the equipment of the medical lab, which I believe are very special, as well as our CGA and mass communication for media production. They are most welcome. Please feel free to interact with the team, and we can organize and coordinate that for you with full respect to the COVID-19 protocol and rules of access to buildings.
Inshallah Rabbil Alameen. Thank you so much, Dr. Nabil, and we will organize it with our interns because I think it will be a great opportunity to cross cultures of different ways of learning so they can get firsthand in terms of why this relationship is very important, especially most of them are involved in the evolution of the new products, bringing them to deliver them to the market place together, inshallah.
Sure.
Thank you so much, Dr. Nabil. The floor is yours, Amir.
You have said everything. Thank you so much. And personally, I will be looking forward to great achievements by yourselves and our students.
We're ready. Dr. Nabil knows we are ready. We've been sharpening our pencils to both of you, for all of you.
Inshallah. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody, for joining us this afternoon. This has been a great opportunity. And we're looking forward to what is next now together.
Inshallah. Thank you very much. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalamu alaikum.